How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This week, you join us for some GTE racing around Spa in Belgium. What a combo, right? I've been enjoying these GTE cars loads since I started racing them, and in my sabbatical for having Maya, I did manage to get a couple of GTE races under my belt, but we haven't raced since the last video, so it's a big step up now from the Mazda to the GTE. But I tell you, I don't know what it is about these cars that makes me like them so much. Could be that they're a little bit more challenging than your standard GT3. Not by much, but a little bit. It could just be that the schedule's always really, really good. I haven't looked at the schedule for this season, but I can rarely pass up a race at Spa. I love that track. And this is my first time round the new updated scan of Spa as well. Are you a fan of the GTEs? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's go and have a good race, shall we? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spa for our GTE race, where we are in the Porsche today. This is my first time around this new layout of Spa, so should be interesting. We managed to qualify okay, P4. Could have done better on my second lap, but messed up a couple of corners with a couple of lockups. So I think we had the pace to be pole in this race. And we have some talkative people in the lobby too. But let's get on track, and I'll join you when we're about to go green, ladies and gents. Hopefully we can get a good result here. No carnage in turn one, I hope. Okay, so not far from going green here, ladies and gents. Not far from going green here, ladies and gents. Sorry if you hear a couple of Discord noises throughout the video. I forgot to enter streamer mode before I started recording. But let's hopefully get through this first couple of corners unscathed and have a good race.
Get ready, keep your nose clean. Green, green, green.
And we are off. We are racing. Bit of fighting behind. Hopefully that continues. We have lost a position, but starting on the outside is never ideal at Spa.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. So.
But we've got a decent gap to the person behind so far, and it's only getting bigger. Hopefully it'll continue to do so.
Escape.
And hopefully we'll be able to make some ground on these guys in front. This new layout, pretty funky. Although I'm not quite in tune with the new track limits in places yet. Aiming for a good result tonight. I do like driving here in the dark as well. So the main goal here, be clean, finish well. Top 5 is nothing to be sniffed at as I mess that corner up. And this is only our second proper race back. I did do a few GTE races in my time off, mind. I'm going to always lose time in that chicane, I think. I'm not very good through there. I need to work on it. Not a bad turn one, though. So can stay in the draft of the guy in front. We're on for a winner, I think. And we are still in his draft. But there is a guy behind me also in my draft. We've got a bit of a train going. Oof. Tricky round there now. I'm used to the old layout. I know it's pretty much exactly the same, but just the new way it looks throws me off a little bit. Staying with these guys so far, though. And if they keep fighting, they're just going to keep slowing each other down.
It is silver.
But also slowing me down, I guess. Hey, if you've noticed, I've fixed the squeaky throttle. You might still be able to hear me being quite heavy with my brakes, but...
Right side.
Gotta give him room.
Clear on the right.
There we go, he went
Between the
wide.
lines, please, David.
Bash me all you like, mate. And then he just dives down the other guy. He's hunting for me now. Hopefully he's not gonna intentionally wreck me. I wasn't just gonna give up the spot. Slow down there, maybe.
The gap behind is now. Our refueling window opens after 17 minutes and closes at about 34 minutes.
Jim's being a bit weird tonight, cutting himself off. Keep flashing me all you like, mate. One way to ensure I defend hard is to flash me like that over and over again. I'm not great round there at all. The guy behind is going to catch me into the chicane again. I got right onto the tail of the guy in front here, though. He was quite slow through there, too.
New fast flat.
That's the fastest lap. Your last lap time was at 2:15.14.
Yeah, Heiko behind is getting closer and closer still. But hopefully I can hold it. Right down this straight, I'm going to adjust my auto fuel as well. There we go, that should do.
Use all the track. Force him to find the gap.
That's what I'm trying to do, Jim. He's faster in a straight line than I am. But I think I'm slightly faster in the twisty bits.
Really?
The gap in front is now
You're not going to tell me what the gap is, Jim? You're just going to cut yourself off?
So stupid.
0.6. Already sweaty.
Ah, man, these people are unbelievable.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I'm glad I'm keeping up with these guys, though. Just not quite breaking away from the guy behind. As much as I would like, at least. We're keeping the gap pretty consistent, though. Currently just on the 1x from our 0x contact, pushing him off for an off-track. Oh, and he's got to slow down, serving it on the racing line in the corner. That's going to have buggered us up.
Left side.
I'll take him like this, though.
Clear on
well
the
done, David. Nice move, mate.
Overtake, as Matt Malone's stream noises would say. Now let's see if we can hold the position. If we can catch back up to this guy.
Time to get defensive, mate.
Not quite the need for defence just yet. Maybe into the chicane, though. I am out of the draft of the guy in front, and he's firmly in my draft. Managed to open the gap a little bit there.
You're back in
Keep
fourth
doing what you're doing. This is spot on. You've just done a 2:15.70.
Not quite tight enough there. He's going to get a bit of a run on me. He'll get me down the straight. Unless he gets himself another slowdown, which it doesn't look like he did. He's got a better exit than me there, though. Maybe I should have
Silver,
stayed in fifth.
Closing the gap. It's now 0.21.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear.
Okay, stay with him.
Oh, I went a bit deep.
The gap to Silver ahead is now 0.6. We've been warned about track limits.
Left side.
22, you are just
Keep to the right.
disappearing on me, man. You're inside of me.
Little mistake from me there. That's lost me a couple of positions. But still, not a bad result if we do finish here. We've got Heiko in front of us now. We're just going to try and stay with him. We know he's faster than me. Oh, geez. Another big mistake from me there. Braking a bit too late. But we do have a sizable gap behind. It can afford us a couple of mistakes, but we can't have too many of them, especially if you want to stay with these guys ahead. Calm yourself down, Deej.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2 seconds.
Another mistake round there. Calm yourself down, Deej.
The leader just did a 14.789.
Hope for plenty of fighting up ahead. To bring us back into touch. We've got an even bigger gap behind now. It must have been a
Seventh
mistake.
position.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to lose out on them on the straights here, where they're in each other's drafts. Nearly 3 seconds the gap now. Running in P7.
You've used half your fuel.
Hopefully while they're fighting each other here in the twisty bits, I can be
Like 3 wide. We're 3 wide.
gaining back on them. That's the plan, at least.
I don't think it can get more obvious than that.
And we did. We gained nearly half a
Is now
second there.
2.4.
Go on, keep fighting, boys. Just trying to stay focused here a little bit. We've knocked another 4/10 out of them there.
Yeah, so Pedro, I don't know if you were the car on the left or the right of that little 3 wide moment, but
You're pulling away
either
from
way,
the car
whoever it was, I don't know if
The
you're on
gap
the right.
is
If you're on the right, you
9.6
can't be blocking like
seconds.
that.
You're pulling away from the car
And-
behind.
and
The
also,
gap
like,
is
we're 3 wide.
9.6
And
seconds.
whoever it was on the right
leader's
decided to come
pitting
up, so.
Another 3/10 out of him.
Was it my fault?
now. Car
I was on the right.
is up the front.
It was definitely tight. I mean, I can't look at a replay right now. I don't know if there was net code or what happened, but it was contact between me and you then I got into
Ooh,
Pedro,
P6.
and he's yelling at me in my chat.
Someone in front had pitted.
Yeah.
Whether they're going for an undercut or something.
But I don't know. It didn't.
That's an early pit.
There was only one on my left, so. But.
Lost a bit of time there down the straight, but...
My God.
Oh, bad no name. Recovered it though, but that's going to have lost us some time. Gap's back up over 2 seconds.
Side by side, no rouge from behind, but why?
Now this is normally the bit where we gain quite a bit of time.
The gap in front is now 2.1.
But they maintained it. Didn't really gain anything through that sector this time. 4 laps until we need to pit. Hoping for a good pit stop.
Keep digging. 6th place. That lap was a 2:16.
And the gap's staying more or less the same, but we'll lose some time down the straight again. I think this high-mo setup's not got quite as good a top end as whatever setup the guy in front's using. Either that or me going to 6th there is really costing me down the straight. Maybe it is smart to stay in 5th if I'm not in draft. We'll try that on the next lap.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Sí, sí, tío, una locura.
That was poor around there. Good round, no name. A little bit of a slide. Could have done without that bit. Good entry, bad exit.
Pit window open.
We're not taking tyres on the pit here, we're just taking fuel.
Tengo el volumen muy bajito, no te oigo, tío. Luego te agrego.
Tranqui, tranqui. Sin problema.
We're on 2x now. Well, that's a 1x from the little contact that we had that forced the other guy off
The
track.
gap in front is now
And a 1x of
2.4.
my own. Let's try and keep those x's low.
Yeah, Pedro, I know. I know.
Oh, bit deep. Oh, he's in the pits. That puts us in P5 for now.
It's closing in. The gap is now 11 seconds. P5.
The car behind you is pitting.
Your lap times
Gap
are
of
dropping
11
off. Come on,
seconds.
stay focused.
Yeah, my lap times are dropping off. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not used to the car with so little fuel in it. Let's focus and see if we can get better here. I didn't try what I said I was going to try. Next lap I'll try it, if I remember. I was a bit wild around there. .9 to the car in front now.
The gap ahead is now 2.8.
We've closed it down a little bit through that complex. Right, we need to stay in 5th through Eau Rouge and Radion this time.
No damage. Car looks clean.
Good, we didn't get any damage from the contact we had earlier.
We're halfway home. We think about 6 minutes of fuel left.
That was awful. Gap behind now, though, is 14 seconds. Poor turn 1 as well. Right, stay in 5th. I think going up to 6th is probably better, to be fair. We've lost quite a chunk of time just there through Eau Rouge and Radiant. Still losing time now, so yep. Stay in 5th is not the play. Should probably have figured all this out during practice, but I didn't have long to practice. I did maybe 3 laps before actually jumping in for the race. The joys of having a baby. There's not a lot of time to practice nowadays.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Do 1 more lap after this before coming in.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
I'm hoping he's burnt a lot of fuel fighting, so he's going to have to maybe pit a lap earlier than me.
The gap in front is now 3.3 seconds.
Go on, go in the box. Nope, he's going round again. Cool.
Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left. Very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap.
That is the plan, Jim. That was a pretty good turn 1. Still not miles off a podium here, you know. All we need is a mistake up front. A missed pit box, maybe. And for me to stop making mistakes of my own. Not great round no name there, but I have gained some time on the car in front. Boxing this
You
lap.
have about 1 lap of fuel left.
We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box
That is the
this
plan,
lap.
Jim. Sweaty work, this one, ladies and gents.
The gap in front is now 3.4.
We brought that gap down even more. But we are boxing this lap.
Don't forget to
The leader's
use
pitting now.
more fuel. The leader's pitting now. The leader just did a 21.99.
The car in front is pitting. Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is. We'll fill you to the end.
35 litres going in.
Pit box in 10,
Silver is leading the race.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Hopefully we can get a good launch here.
Where's We're done. Get going.
The pit exit looks clear.
We're back down into 7th. Gap behind still safe. And we've got a back marker in front that we can hopefully get some draft off. But we lost a second in the pits there to Heiko. But hopefully we can benefit from the draft of this back marker. If we can catch him, looks like we are doing. Hopefully there's going to be some traffic for the guys up ahead as well. Somebody's just pulled off and over.
P6.
And that was somebody from in front. That was awful. I need to stop distracting myself. Alright, let's focus. See if we can get ourselves into the top 5 here. 4.6 seconds up the road.
Dang, you're stupid.
Come on, keep digging. 15 minutes left.
Definitely gaining on these back markers.
Bro,
Who are also
what the fuck
fighting.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sorry for the language, ladies and gents. I can't control what other people say on the microphone.
What was that, 25? Holy shit.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 5.4
Was that
seconds.
on purpose block or are you just dumb?
Car right. Clear on the right.
Hopefully I don't ruin these guys' fight, and hopefully they don't ruin my progress.
Soto is gaining on you. The gap is now 12 seconds.
Don't defend against me, friend. I'll take the 1x there.
You cut
That was
the
me
track.
being
Keep
an
it
idiot.
Nice and tidy.
3x though, not too bad.
Sorry about that, Pedro.
I wonder if he's actually going to let me past here. Looks like he might.
Car on your left. Clear.
Now we've got 5.9 seconds. He slowed us down a little bit there in our fight with Heiko. But we can break away. He's already out of my draft. Hopefully we can catch Heiko back up here. We now have another back marker in between us. He's been a bit more fortunate with his traffic than I have, it seems. I do like these slightly longer races. I tend to get slightly better results in them. And I think that's because I don't drive like a madman like some of the people do in these lobbies, treating them like 15-minute races.
Now 10 seconds. You're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 4.2.
Oh, we've made good strides on Heiko there if it's only 4.2 now. That's 1.7 seconds out of him in this lap. It's not Heiko in front of us anymore, though. It's Vito. Vito must have had an incident. Hopefully there's damage involved, because then we can hopefully capitalise there as well.
.6. Your sector 2 time is quick. 0.7. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
David Griffin's gone. He wasn't in front of me, though.
Stay on it. This isn't over yet. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
Vito's pulling away again a little bit. I think he's also got a setup that's got a little bit more straight line speed. Not currently causing us problems, this back marker, but he is quite slow through this first sector. We gained 4/10 on him there. And another 10th through Puon.
The gap ahead is now 5.3.
Guys in front are working together well, though, it seems. I mean, they're not even working together. They're not near each other. But they're definitely pulling away from me. I've fallen off here. Oh, what's a race driver excuse for falling off late in a race? Fatigue, maybe?
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 9.4 seconds.
Come on, don't be too much in the way. Yep, he's letting me go. Well done.
Clear.
Thank him with a flash. That was very nice of him. I'll thank him here. Thanks for that, Maverick. What a name, by the way. Maverick. We weren't settled on a name for a boy if we were going to have a boy, so... Maverick isn't too far from Maya, is it? I think he's thanking me back there. We are still losing time on the guys in front. Significantly so. I think because I've got no real pressure from behind. He's 8 seconds back, so he is catching me, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch me fast enough to have any real impact on what's left of this race. But no pressure from behind, I think, is just making me Sunday drive it a bit. Make some mistakes. I would like to catch the guys in front, but it's looking less and less likely.
The gap ahead is now 6.8.
Yeah, nearly 7-second gap in front. It's almost as big as the gap behind.
You have about 5 laps.
But the guy behind is catching. He's driving pretty well.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 6.8 seconds. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 8 seconds.
Hopefully the traffic slows him down a little bit, though.
You've just done a 216.36.
That was quite a good turn one there. Can't complain about that. So we're now really hoping for incidents in front or somebody to have underfueled. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that we underfueled.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. That's 5 minutes to go.
Thank you very much. Too nice of him. He was probably just as nice to the guys who I'm trying to catch. Who we aren't making a dent in, it looks like. Yeah, my few mistakes have really hurt me.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 7 points.
Oh, that's not an off track. Wow. I well thought I was wide
The
there.
gap is 9.5 seconds. The leader just did a 14.725.
The gap in front is now 7.5. That lap time was 2:16.
Oh, this is going to be tough. I don't know how many laps are left. Maybe 2. This and one more. I haven't been as consistent this race as I normally would like. Spa is one of my better tracks as well. And I will say as well, I think this GTE series doesn't get anywhere near as much love as it should. The cars are really fun to drive. I'd say they're sort of like a... There's an off track because I'm talking too much. That's fine.
Gone out of track limits. Keep it between
I'd say
the
they're
lines.
kind of like a balance between the normal way you drive a GT3 car. Sort of mixed a little bit with, I guess, the Porsche Cup, or driving style, I guess, is a little similar to how you would drive an LMP2 in the way you've got to approach your braking. Or at least a little similar to the way I drive an LMP2. I could drive an LMP2 incredibly wrong, I guess, but it's a fun car to drive. It's, I think a good way to think about it is it's essentially a slightly more forgiving Porsche Cup. But you've got more options, obviously. You've got the Porsche, you've got the BMW, you've got the Corvette, you've got the Ferrari.
White flag, stay smooth.
White flag, last lap. We've got an 8-second gap behind, 9-second gap in front.
One more lap to go.
Good round there. This Porsche as well, I mean, it's had a good soundtrack, this video, because the engine noise of this Porsche is lovely. Sounds really nice, drives really nice. And it does look like, barring any mistakes on this last lap, I can just take it easy to bring it home. We are getting a pretty good result. Granted, we're a few positions down from where we qualified, but that's not the end of the world. Decent iRacing gain, and what should be a safety rating gain. 4x over 40 minutes. A lot of corners at Spa. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, ladies and gents, if you enjoy driving the GTEs, or if you're planning on giving them a go. The schedule's usually pretty good as well. Tracks like Spa, Le Mans, Road America, Daytona. I haven't had a look at the entire schedule for this this season. That's generally the kind of tracks you're looking for. And round Le Mans, these things are fantastic. Awful round there.
5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Like I say, I'm not really under any pressure from behind. Guys in front of gone. No chance of me catching.
Gaining on you. The gap's now 9.2 seconds.
You're pulling away from the car behind.
Deep there as well.
8.7 seconds.
But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A P6 finish.
P6.
Not terrible.
Okay, it's over.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Another top 10. 2 races back. 2 top 10s. I think the last one was a top 5, wasn't it? Finished 4th, I think, in the last race. Let's just bring this back to the pits, and I will see you there, ladies and gentlemen, with the results.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
That 1x is going to count, I think. Because not everybody's finished the race yet. I'll just Sunday drive it back to the pits now. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the results. As you can see, we were in split 3. Strength of field of 1,355. So we were pretty highly rated for that lobby. I guess that makes sense. We did have the number 3 car number. But we finished in P6 there. Our average lap time, over a second slower than the leader. About a second slower than P2. But on par, really, or competitive at least, with P3 to where I landed. Very good result, though. Pushes up another 44 iRating to 1732. And a little bit of a safety rating bump there as well. Getting us up to that 2.73. Aim is to get to 4.99 before the end of the season. I would like to have a perfect A license. Although that's not really all down to me. It can be affected by other people, so I'm not completely in control of that, but I'll do my best. But let's see who the biggest winner was. So it looks like it's going to be the person who finished in P1, car number 5. Tom Edgecombe there with a gain of 82. Little safety rating bump there of a plus 11. He did have 4 incident points. And our biggest loser, let's see, it is going to be, yeah, Mikolai down here. I hope I'm saying that right. Mikolai Kopek. He finished 20 laps down and lost 100, but only lost 0.09 safety rating. So I don't know how many corners he did. I don't think he did a single lap. No, he did absolutely 0 laps. We did 20 laps overall. So he must have died out in the first lap and quit out straight away. But his safety rating is getting rough there with a minus 1.58. Hopefully you can turn that around this season, Mikolaj. And apologies if I'm butchering your name there, but another good result for us. Second race back, ladies and gents. Again, let me know in the comments if you like the GTEs, which is your favourite, whether you're going to be racing them this season. Hopefully I can see you there. I'm not even sure what division I'm in at the moment, but championship points there, we got 68. It is my first GTE race, though. I missed week 1. But it is a 14-week season this season. But I'm waffling now, ladies and gents. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Let me know in the comments what you're racing this season, what you're racing this week. But as always, I have been Deej. You guys have been awesome. And I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.